and tell me if you see it. I'm going to turn you down just a hair and let me know if you see anything.
Since you're live.
Okay, do you see a StreamYard?
Yeah, just got notification too.
Okay, are you able to type anywhere? Okay, pop out the dashboard.
Okay, I'm looking at live chat. It says live chat is turned off.
Turned off?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've got to figure out how you turn that on. Okay, where?
Would it be like edit?
Okay, let's see. Edit.
Scroll down.
Let's see.
You just watch so fast, I don't know how you read any of that.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's for made for kids. So it's going to be public, right? So public. Okay, and it's made for kids. Okay, right here. This
stream contains paid promotion like a product
placement.
No,
I don't need that. Okay. English.
I figured it'd be in the edit,
Right. Now where's the thing so we can add the comments? Because it's showing.
Comments and ratings.
Because the last.
So it is in here.
Right.
But Oscar, what do you do if it's all grayed out? How do you change that?
Yeah. Where's the thing at for the comments now?
We were down there. It's just how do you turn them on? Because it's all grayed out and won't let her select.
Yeah, it won't let me select. Shit.
Doesn't have to be made for everyone or whatever.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. That's where I think we messed up the last time. Now it should let me.
Hopefully. There you go. Allow all comments. And it's selected.
Okay.
Now tell her to try.
Now try to see if you're.
Right?
Yeah, her name is. Okay, it's showing that one person likes it, but I don't understand how it's saying that my thing is turned off. Okay, go to stream. You do not have access for that feature. And he said the StreamYard was connected to my email.
It is because I connected it to the email.
Yeah, Hannah is standing right here.
The only reason why I'm helping you at the moment is because I did help set it up and just
they connected the stream or the StreamYard, and this is not making it. All right,
she said you were live.
Right, it's showing that I'm live. Now
can she comment on it now?
Can you comment out now?
Now it shows. Well, now it shows messages.
Okay, can you write into the chat at all? Let's see what happens.
Hey, girl.
Okay, I'm looking for that. I'm looking because it should be able to pop up.
I'm trying to stay out of
the camera. You're good.
Look like we're walking modern.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's see me pop up here. No. What's this? What's this?
Choose to share with Studio or YouTube, but choosing to share your stuff.
Where?
That's if you want to.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to figure out where my why it's not letting me do the StreamYard because it's downloaded. Why does this have to be so
lucky?
Ladies, we are going to figure this out. I promise
I
you.
mean, you've got this far.
Yeah, we've gotten this far, so I'm not understanding. I don't understand what we're doing wrong. I really don't. And I have read. I don't understand. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?
I think that's like a casting setting. Because you can apparently share your entire screen. So I think they can see what you see if you choose that. Yeah. They're going to be able to see what you can see.
Okay. So are you able to write in there now?
Yeah. I put hey girl and then I put testing 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
It's not popping up. We can't figure out where it's at.
Yeah, I'm still not able to see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. We'll get this. Don't
Cancel.
Yeah, we're not gonna give up just yet. So I don't know what the issue is. What am I doing wrong? You don't have access to that feature. This is not making any sense. Because it says the stream. Pop out the dashboard. Boom. Okay.
I mean, I can go watch a YouTube video on it.
StreamYard.
There you go.
Okay.
You scroll down.
What am I doing wrong?
Nothing. Up a little. Oh.
Oh. Let's see. There's the StreamYard there.
That's what.
Okay. All right. It took us somewhere. Now it's loading something.
It says, what the hell? Try log in.
Yeah, I'm right back.
Push your account. So you're logged in.
Yeah.
You try upgrading it?
No, I'm only on the one plan. I'm on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this doesn't.
So push the back button.
Huh.
I mean, create streams and recordings. You can create one. I don't know if that's going to do what you want, though. I've never done that.
Yeah, no.
I've just made.
Can you still see me live?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're probably thinking, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's showing that we have a stream thing, but it's not showing me how to get it on the
actual
live. Right, on the thing.
I'm about to fall over.
Yeah, this is not. There it is, right there. YouTube channel, right there. Okay, and then it says.
Isn't that the one?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, and then it says allow. Oh, okay, allow. Oh, I wonder
if it reset because I allowed everything.
Okay, hold on. We might have a.
Great, your destination is connected.
Okay, so now go back
Home. Yeah.
home. Do you see the StreamYard yet?
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just making. Watch me wind
She's
it.
like quadruple
She's
checking.
like, just keep going, whatever you're doing. Okay, and then go back, enter into the studio. All right. All right. So now, do you see the StreamYard yet?
What do you mean? Did I see the StreamYard?
Did it pop up? Because it took me back to where I needed to go after reloading that. Yes or no?
I'm watching the live video. I'm watching you.
Well, after I went back and I reloaded it, excuse me, after I went back and I reloaded everything, it took me right back. So I'm like, so I'm wondering if that, see if you can write anywhere. Is it showing that I'm connected to the StreamYard now? Because it's saying on when I went back. I see. Hold on. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to see if it's gonna it's refreshing. Let's see. This is weird debating on everything. Hold on. Trying to see if I can pen the stream yard. You know how?
Yeah.
Yes. We'll figure this out one way or another, won't we?
Oh, yeah.
All right, copy. Copy. Okay, wait a minute. Oops. You need to copy the. I wonder if it is. No, copy. Well, where to go? Oh, there it is. Copy. Mm. Because it just gave me a code for my. I might have it. Maybe. I'll figure this out. Yes. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Okay, hold on. No, that's not the one you need. Exit out of there. Well, because eventually I'd like to get you up on the panel, young lady, so that we can do a debate. But first, I gotta get the
Somebody just popped in. There's 2 people in here now.
Okay, well, say hi to him if you want to type for me while I'm trying to figure out this StreamYard real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me get this taken care of. Because I'm trying to eventually figure this out. I'm trying. StreamYard. I don't think it's gonna let me. But anyway, we'll just go ahead. Anyway, me and you want to go by your regular name, or do you have a nickname?
No, Selena's fine.
All right. I'm Shorty, and I have Selena, and we was gonna debate on whichever comes to mind. Small people, tall people, dwarfs, whichever. I have you here on speakerphone here because the problem is I've got you here on the side here, young lady. We was gonna do debates because I'm having problems of getting the StreamYard up. I have read so much on YouTube. It is just absolutely crazy. I've got StreamYard loaded, but the problem is it says go here, go there, go this way, go that way. So whenever you're ready to talk, you can. It's on speaker, and whenever you're ready to talk, young lady, you can. Or if you just want to continue to type, which it's okay, we'll get there together. So if we make a mistake, it's all right. It's okay as long as we have fun and we laugh and we're not crying and we're not going crazy. I think that's all that matters, right? How about that? That's all that matters.
I'm on my second and third go around.
So take your time. You don't have to type too fast in that. I mean, the problem is I can't see unless I get on the other phone and read the messages. Oh, good gracious. We might figure this out. But like I said, I've read so much and it says go this way and it's like load this. And I have saved and it says save your StreamYard to your email, link it to your email. And that's what I just did. And it just said that my StreamYard, oh, excuse me, guys, was linked to my I get the belch, excuse me, that it was linked to my email and stuff. So that's correct. And then I had two really good friends that just made sure, and she, you heard her say that everything was, I'm saying, linked to, what I'm saying? Everything was linked. So I don't know, but it's okay to make. If we make mistakes, it's okay. It's not like they can't be changed. And I don't know if you had a chance to read my Facebook, but yesterday I got to see the specialist, and drum roll, if everything goes well and there's no more controversies, we're going to get a CAT scan of the elbow from where the spider bit me, but they think that there might be some more infection. Oh, dear God. And we're going to get a CAT scan done. And if the arthritis, because you know how dwarfness, we always get the arthritis, blah, 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 whatever else. Anyway, long story short, moving on. And if everything looks good in that, he's going to do some antibiotic treatments. But what they're going to do is they're going to take me to the OR. They're going to make a couple incisions. They're going to put antibiotics in there, like the little balls of the antibiotics. They're beads. And what they'll do is in a couple weeks, we're going to go back to the OR. Drum roll, please. And before probably the new year up, 2024, I should have a brand new elbow. What do you think?
Oh man, that is awesome news.
Girl, I've been waiting a minute. Which I can't wait. So what?
Oh shit.
I know, I've been waiting for a minute. It's like, oh my goodness. I have been waiting a minute. And then I've talked to family and that, and they said, hey, if anyone deserves it, believe you me, I've been waiting for a hot ass minute, that's for sure. But so what would you like to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Hey, I'm not picky. You pick a subject and I'm on it.
Fuck, I don't know.
Seriously. I mean, we could talk about little people, tall people. I mean, shoot. Honestly and truthful, I am not picky at all.
I'm not either.
I'm not. I mean, we could talk about. I know the world is kind of crazy right now. I can tell you that much. Whoa, phone sliding. I do know that they've been fighting over there on the other side of the world, and that. That's just kind of crazy all the way around. But it's kind of like what the heck, We're gonna step outside, and we're gonna smoke a cigarette.
That's what I was just fixing to do too.
Yeah, let's kill a cigarette.
Well, I do know if the president decides to send any troops over there, my daughter will probably get deployed.
Yeah, the thing of it is, I've heard that, there has been, they sent, more troops over. So it's how many more can they possibly, send? I know they've sent quite a bit. And the two friends that I've talked, they're like, this is going on, that's going on. And then I've heard some of the outcome, and apparently they wanted to take the governor or whoever it was, and he wouldn't even leave. So that's pretty if the guy doesn't even want to leave because he doesn't even want to leave his own people, that's a pretty devoted guy. He's like, nope, not gonna leave my people. Nope, I'm gonna stay. So it's like, you're a pretty devoted guy. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, so I gotta give it, him all the credits. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stay right here. So I gotta give it to him. If I'm fighting in a war, blah blah blah, I'm not gonna leave my people behind. It's like throw me on the front line. Let's go. Let's wipe these little MFers out. Let's go. Let's get the job done. But
because our president would be the first one out the door.
yeah, well.
He'd be the first one on the plane go, get me out of here.
Yeah, I know. So many people have said that we don't understand why they picked him, but then the other guy wasn't worth two shits, and because he wanted to be communist. But that I don't know. So many people said this, so many people said that. So I don't know, but everyone keeps saying, we're in World War III. No, I think people might better think we're in the end of times. This is Revelation.
Right.
The world's gotten so bad. The world's gotten bad. And people's divided up so much. People need to start to come together. I wish people wasn't divided up the way that they were. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of me, because I love everyone. I want everyone to come together. I don't want everybody in all these little small groups. I want everyone to come back the way that they used to be, if that makes any legit sense. That's like I've told many people over the years growing up, look, if I ever went to, prison or whatever, I wouldn't know what group to go in because, I've gotten along with all cultures, all types of people. And they're like, well, you would go with these people. And I'm like, huh, what? No, I like everybody. I raised myself and I like everybody. You could be 1,000 pounds, you could be polka dotted, you could be green. And you know what I'm saying? I try to give everyone I could give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And people sometimes want to give these excuses. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Don't give excuses. Put those excuses aside, make a goal list and check those off. check them twice, and you can be anything that you want to be and set your mind to it, and that's is where you're going to go. If that makes any legit sense,
It
and that,
really does.
and you got to believe in yourself, and you got to have, some positive people behind you. And, if people start downing you, and it's like, no, don't down them. Don't set them up for failure. Because if you set them up for failure right then and there, then they're going to be looking at you like, well, she already done called me a failure. So that's what I'm going. No, just because someone calls you something, that's not what you answer to. You know what I mean? It's like, no. You have to set goals and you have to achieve them. Like, you get up every day and you say, I look beautiful. I mean, your hair could be all out to here and whatever else. And you still, beauty is deep. Beauty is deep. Like I said, you could be 1,000 pounds and you could be the most beautiful person in the world. But you can't give up. And stuff. And anyone can start over. Like right now, if there's something that's going on absolutely crazy in your life, you can't give up. You got to start from the bottom or even at the middle if you want. Like right now, if there's something going on and things are crazy, you go to the mirror and you look at yourself and you say, self, look. Snatch yourself up by the hair of the head and be like, look. Get your shit and get it together right here, right now. And set yourself straight. You can be anything you want to be. And then I've had a couple of young kids say, "Oh, I can't do this and I can't do that." Never could do anything if you don't try. You got
Exactly.
you got to put that try in there, and you got to put that motivation in there, and you got to say, I can and I will get to where I need to be. I mean, if I sit back and I put all these excuses in there, well, my mama wasn't there and this wasn't there and that wasn't there. And it's like, no, you can't use excuses. Can't do that. So, yeah. So can't use excuses. Because if we went around making excuses and that all the time, then nobody would ever get to where they needed to be in life. So can't use excuses. Like the little train that tried to make it up the hill. Oh, I can't. Oh, I wish I could. Oh, and he made it. What are you doing over there? Yeah, sounds like you're tearing down the house. But no, and that's just like, here's another positive debate I'm going to say too. That's like, another important thing, and I give all the and my heart goes out, and I'm going to point this across too. Everyone is very important, and anyone that's in recovering for recovering addicts, I'm gonna let you guys know you guys are very, very important as well. And I'm gonna stress this. You guys are very important. If you guys have fallen off the wagon, you guys are very important. Because let me tell you something. You don't just wake up one day and say, hey, I become an alcoholic, or I become a drug addict, or I want to take my life. These are three important subjects, and these are debates I want to cover tonight. Because let me tell you something. Each and every one of you three groups, you guys are very important. Taking your life is a coward move. Don't do that. You're very important. Number two, you don't wake up to be an alcoholic. Number three, you don't wake up and become a drug addict. You all three are very important. If you need help, reach out to a counseling, reach out to a friend, reach out to someone. there are very, very many, a lot of centers out there that you can get help. So if you don't think that your life can't turn around, your life can be turned around and you can get help. So don't ever think that you can't get help. So I wanted to cover on all three of those debates, which I'd like to touch on those more when eventually I can eventually get my StreamYard up and I can get someone on panel and have more of a debate. But honestly and truthful, each and every one of you guys and each and every one of those groups, you guys are very, very important because there's too many people heading to the grave, and you guys are very, very important. I promise you. So don't ever think that you can't turn your life around. I promise you. Do you agree or do you disagree with me, young lady?
No, I agree because I was there. I've been clean for 20 years now.
Awesome. You go, girl.
And then 4 years ago, oh man, I just left my husband and I was getting back on my feet.
Right.
And I thought I was gone because I couldn't do it. So I took a bunch of sleeping pills and I went out to the graveyard and I was going to try to off myself. And my daughter found me.
Well, I am very honored that you are still here and that we're able to talk and we're able to do this. And eventually I'll figure out this computers. I promise you. Oh my goodness. I may have to take it to somebody else that could actually walk me through the steps and show me how to do this eventually. I don't know who, but eventually I'll have to be like, hey, walk me through this. If you show me, I've got it down pat. It's just I've read so much and it's like, do this, do that. But you know what? I'm very proud of you. And I'm glad that we've been able to talk, for the last year now. And, this is something new that I just found out about you. I mean, because like I said, a lot of people don't just say, hey, well, I've done this and I've done that. So be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back for, being clean for 20 years. And, be thankful that, your daughter found you and everything else. And I mean, a lot of people that have been taken from us at a short time or that has fallen off the wagon has gotten back on. I'm blessed that they're here. And like I said, no one wakes up and says, oh, I want to be this or I want to be that.
Oh,
No.
I know, right? It was such an easy path to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Because how I started was I was doing benefits. Because there was a couple that I knew. We always hung out with them. My husband and I always hung out with them. And they came up murdered in their living room.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so since they were working class family like we were,
right,
paycheck to paycheck,
right,
a bunch of us got together and put on benefits to raise money for their kids.
Right.
We raised $32,000 for their three daughters. And put it in an account for them so when they turned 18.
Wow. Well, and the thing of it is sometimes a lot of people, and like, I'm gonna say like all ages, have a hard time. They don't know what steps to go through. Probably to get the help in that. Look, I used to have where you could reach me, and don't ever hesitate. You can find me on my Facebook if you need someone to talk to, and don't ever hesitate to reach me on my Facebook, and eventually I'll set up my YouTube if you guys need someone to talk to. and stuff like that. If you need someone to reach out to talk to, and if you need someone to talk to and be like, hey, I just need someone to talk to or whatever else, don't be afraid, don't be shy, don't be scared. Because some people are like, oh, well, who do I talk to? Where do I go to these resources? And some people just don't have anyone to talk to at all. A lot of times, and you have to want to be ready, and you have to take those first steps and stuff like that. And some people's like, well,
you always feel like, or you always feel like I'm the only one going through this. Nobody else is going through this.
right, and there's right,
there's always somebody that's going through it,
right,
been through it.
right, and there's a lot of people that's going through it. Will you finish talking for just a second? I gotta get another cigarette. Hold on, just a second. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, and welcome whoever joined us. How's it going? I'm Selena, and that's Shorty.
I'm back. Whew. Thank you. Had to get something to wet me whistle. But yeah, I just want everyone to, what other debate? Let's see, we got the alcohol, the other part. I just want everyone to know that no one's alone out there in the world, and you first you have to recognize, and two, it's very important that you are important. And then I've heard a couple of times where people's been up on panels, and that they just don't know where to turn, they just don't know what to do. And I just think that there needs to be more resources out there for like mental health, because a lot of times people have anxiety, and people's just going through a lot of shit in their life, and they're just like so overwhelmed, and they just need someone to talk to. And I've just found out that if you have a lot more laughter in your life, and a little bit less stress, and you just find something to find a comfort zone, and just kind of like find like something to take a little bit of stress off, take a walk in the park, hang out with some friends, and do some AA groups, or just kind of relieve some stress, hang out with some friends, go shoot pool, go shoot darts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like something, yeah, more positive in your life, than that keeps you away from that. Not only that, you also have to change the sort of friends in order to get off, you know what I'm saying, off the everything that was negative in your life. You have to change something to more positive to get off of that, and things like that. And then find yourself a job. And believe you me, jobs don't come dime a dozen like they used to. I mean, believe you me, knock on wood, I'd give anything to go back to work. Yeah, I miss working in the nursing community and I miss it. I mean, I'd give anything to go back to work, but it wasn't by choice. It was by medical, and that I had a spinal leak, and that woke up, and it's like, oh, well, yeah. So, yeah, us little people, we we get injured, and it's like, well, so much for working. I miss it.
It's like I was in security up until last year, and I'm so thankful that I've got the owners of the company that I've got, because any other job, when I had the 2 strokes and a heart attack,
Oh,
and had to
goodness.
take medical leave,
Right.
they would have gone. Oh, thanks for working for us. Have a
Right.
good life. Whatever. And my owners, they were like, let us know when you can come back to work, and we've got a spot for you.
Yeah.
So I finally got to where I could go back to work. I can't go on a post and do security work anymore.
Right.
But they put me in the office, and I'm my son's assistant.
Yeah.
So my son is my boss. He loves the poo out of that. He gets to tell mom what to do.
That's the way it was where I worked. I worked at the one company for a couple of, like 15, 20 years. But I mean, it was the same, kind of work, but in a lot of traveling and stuff and that. But it was the same type of work, like nursing and stuff like that. I did a lot of hospital work, and then I done a lot of hospice work, and I did a lot of special needs and feeding tubes, and you name it. I don't think there's not much I didn't do, and stuff. But nursing was something that I loved. I graduated from Job Corps, and then I went and passed, did a refreshing course and that. But I miss it though. I'd give anything to go back. And then I went over here in Ohio, and then I went to Kentucky, and then I went to Georgia, and it's like, hey, well, good gracious. I've worked all over the place. I should have been like one of them ones where you travel all over the United States, but when you start having kids and you get married and all that, and then yeah, well, it's all gravy. I know. And then it's like, well, now it's just me, myself, and I, and everyone's grown up. Then you got grandbabies, so things change. Now I've got an injury, and it's like, what the hell?
I know, right? I was just at the point where I was ready to get my own apartment and, be an adult by myself again and learn how to be me. And then all this happened. Now I'm dependent on my son, and he takes care of me. And
we need a vacation. I just mentioned the other day, I'm ready to go to take a trip to Walt Disney World. I am so ready. It's like, oh my gosh, it'd be so nice. Last time I was at Walt Disney World is when the girls were 13 years old, and I was thinking back, I was like, I bet you it has changed so much. And everybody's like, oh yeah, they got this ride and that ride. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, okay. And then I found out that there's no SeaWorld no more. SeaWorld. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. It's like, Jesus, man. It's like so much has changed. And then I've had a couple of the YouTube people. It's like, well, why don't you go and do a YouTube channel? And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I could. And then now it's like, ugh. And then I get a StreamYard and I can't figure out the rest. I've got a StreamYard, but I just can't figure out the rest. I was like, damn it. Oh, good God. It's like,
this is where we could use Morbid to walk through it.
I know. It's like, where's Morbid when you need it? It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I heard. Well, I don't know how true it is. I mean, I don't know all the details and the facts, but apparently he was up a couple of nights ago last week, and apparently he was not in a very good mood. I don't know what happened. So, yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about he was on Queen D's panel.
Uh-oh.
but I don't know what all happened or anything like that.
No, I don't neither.
I
Apparently,
was,
he wasn't too happy.
yeah, he was. Jones and was kind of talking about it. She didn't go into any kind of details, but
Oh
she was
boy.
talking about. He was up there going, Jones, didn't get your ass up here. I want to talk to you.
Oh, was he in his was he in our he in our group, or was he in his group or something when he was doing his shows or something?
I have no clue.
I don't neither. I don't recognize that name.
The one
Oh.
thing that she did say, Jones, that girl Joneson,
Mm-hmm.
she said that, you remember Man Noodles?
Yes.
She said that was Morbid's other name. She said
Oh,
that was Morbid. So
really?
he was doing himself in Man Noodles.
Oh my, really?
I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I had no what the man noodles, that was him?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, I've seen that name around. Ah, what a small world.
I know, how crazy.
Because I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen it a couple of times. I be darned. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen so much crazy things and that and everything and stuff. I just hope that he's all right. I mean, I haven't gotten an email in a while, but I mean, I checked on him not too long ago and he said he was doing all right and everything was good. And, I mean, I've checked out, a couple of, well, I just checked out one of his streams where that girl was missing. I watched that, and then I watched the one about the wrestling, which I knew about that because I used to watch wrestling when I was younger. And I've watched some of Glaire's videos, but you go in there and you holler and you say hi, and I don't think he pays attention. You could say hi, boo, or fart jumps over a frog, and he'd be like, yeah, whatever. But I don't think he pays attention that much, you know what I mean? It's like he gets so busy talking and he's like over here, over there, and I'll call in and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he'll be like, "Hey," and he recognizes my voice, but other than that, that's about it. But, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like not anything like extravaganza or whatever. But I don't know. I hope that he's all right. If everything, hope he's all right.
I do too.
Because I know that he's had some. Because I know some things happened that night, and then all of a sudden he said he wasn't coming back, and then what I'm saying, like a month or so went by, and then boom, there he was. You know what I'm saying? And then he started doing those few videos, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? He showed up, and then I heard through the grapevine all this crazy stuff went on. I mean, you hear so much stuff, you don't know what's true, you don't know what's false. And I kind of don't take everything, you kind of go with it kind of like with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You hear this, you hear that, you don't know what, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's true, you don't know what's false. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like with YouTube here lately. There's been a lot of crazy things going on there where people's wanting to dox this person or dox that person. And I just made a live just the other night about the bullying and the doxing. It's like, look, if there's kids or whatever else, don't go showing up at someone's house because, you don't know what's gonna happen if you show up at their house and it's like, by the way, there's kids here. I mean, that's like really dangerous, because you don't know if someone's got a gun. I mean, and that's like people making these wellness check and stuff on kids and that, they have to realize that CPS is going to be there and a cop has to be there as well. And those people don't have to let anyone show up there if the cops, you do not have to let a CPS worker show up at your house and come in your door if a cop's there. And even if the cop's there, you don't have to open that door if CPS is there. And it's like, do they realize that it's like in some states, people has guns and some people are packing. Do they understand that? I mean, there's curfews and everything else going on. I'm sure that no. No, 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 no. No. So is anyone else wrote in the chat thing?
No,
Okay. Just, I don't know. I tell you, it'd be a really bad sight. People showing up at someone's house that late at night. If you don't invite them, that's considered trespassing. And then,
Oh yeah.
I mean, what is it going to take? Is it going to take for someone A to get shot or B for someone to absolutely get hurt? Is it really worth it?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who go knocking on their door after 10 o'clock. They come to the door with a shotgun,
Right.
Or
Right.
if you don't call first,
Right.
they show up going, yeah, you're not welcome.
Right. And there's people that's getting ready for work. There's people that's putting their children to bed, and a lot of people don't want to fool with that kind of stuff. And what if the cops show up and it happens to do with YouTube? You know what the cops are going to say? That's a civil matter. And not only that, you're trespassing. And whoever that person is that comes there, those people are going to be arrested. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it? And I know that everybody in this world, and I don't give two shits and two fucks who you are. Nobody is wanting to fool with courts and going to jail, if that makes any legit sense. And who wants to spend out all that extra money when they've got bills to pay and they need to feed their babies? I'm just saying. It's just better off if they just learn to let stuff go and stop acting like they're in elementary school. That or just block that person, or not even block it, just say what you gotta say and move on. Just move on. That's I mean, if you actually know 100% that it's, even if you 100%, the only way I see that the cops or something should absolutely be involved. I said that time when that shooting happened with that school and that guy got on and said, look, I'm going and I'm doing this to my grandparents and blah, blah, blah. And the school should have been shut down and this should have been shut down and that should have been shut down and so on. And so, I mean, things like that should have been handled. You know what I mean? Then other than that, then I could see people going crazy or whatever else, but it was done on Facebook, and no, they didn't shut that one school down. And those kids, bless their hearts, they were, I don't know if you remember about that shooting or not, but it was just, yeah. I just don't feel that anyone should be showing up at anyone's house. I just don't feel that it needs to be done. And anyone needs to be doxxed. I just don't. I just don't feel it needs to be done.
Right. I'm a firm believer if there's kids involved, leave them out.
Yeah.
They don't have to be fit into any situation like that.
No.
Especially on YouTube or around YouTube.
No. And then another thing, if you guys got issues in that, don't bring the children into it. And that's, if you're going to argue and fight, keep those innocent babies out of it. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They're innocent. They have nothing to do with it. And stuff like that. They have nothing to do with it. They're innocent. They have nothing to do with it. And I'm like you. Keep them at it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, and welcome whoever joined us in the chat.
Thank you, because I can't see. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Sorry, I'm having issues. I have a StreamYard, but I don't know how to hook it up. Oh, gosh, I'm trying. I've read so much, I don't know what to do, and it's like, I'm pulling my hair out. Just let them know that we're debating on everything. We're slowly trying to figure it out.
We'll get there, girl. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, trust me. We will get there together. I promise you. Yeah, I'm getting kind of excited. I talked to the young lady today about my arm and that. Can't wait till I get my CAT scan done and we get it going. Getting kind of excited. I'm kind of like a little like overwhelmed, but it's like I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, good gracious! I'm ready. Let's go.
I can imagine.
Oh shoot! The spider bite was in January. Went in the hospital in January and 2 emergency surgeries in February. I'm ready. And here it is, October, and still no elbow. Yeah, girl. I'm ready. So what else do you want to debate on? I mean, we've covered alcohol and recoveries and I don't know.
Who can we gossip about?
I don't know. Listen to you. You're so bad.
I know, right?
Who else is in the chat? What would they? I mean, ask them what they like.
They haven't said anything yet.
Oh, ask them how are they, and ask them what they like to chat. Shoot, I'm up for whatever. I'm not picky. I'm not.
Well, ask them, girl.
Huh? What would you guys like? What would you guys like to talk about in the chat? Just type and give us some ideas. We're open up for any ideas whatsoever. We're here for debates. Whatever's on your mind, just go ahead and type it in the chat and give us some ideas.
Otherwise, I'll start talking about people.
You're so bad. Oh, good gracious. She's like, I'll start talking about people. Oh, girl. She's like, I'll start talking about Thelma and Louise, what they did. Oh, by the way, they jumped over the cliff. Meow. Going on a high-speed chase.
Hey, Rowdy. Yes, it's me. Rowdy finally said something.
Oh, tell him, hey, Rowdy. Welcome to the group. Let us know whatever topic is on your mind. Speak it. Don't be shy. This is YouTube. Oh, shit. Oh, excuse me. You say anything, Mr. Rowdy? Rowdy
That's
Piper? Huh?
Miss Rowdy.
Oh,
Miss Rowdy.
Oh, Miss Rowdy. Ooh. I was getting ready to say, I said Mr. Rowdy Piper. Thinking of the wrestler. She a wrestler?
Probably, I don't know.
Oh,
I wouldn't
goodness.
put it past her.
Uh-oh. She feisty. Look out. Better look out. She'll get out her little whip and go, whoosh, whoosh. She'll crack the whip on us. Better look out. She'll set his bow straight. Hmm. What would she like to talk about? Anything? Or is she probably ready for gossip too?
She said anything besides the mass shooting in Maine right now.
The what?
Mass shooting in Maine.
Oh, well, yeah. Anything besides shooting. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, I'm thinking. My brain's. I'm thinking. Oh my goodness. What's she doing for Halloween? Any
What
plans?
you doing for Halloween, Rowdy?
Got any plans for the trick or treaters next weekend? Uh,
I plan on clubbing some kids and taking their candy.
Oh my goodness, I can hear it now. Miss Rowdy on the news. She has taken all the kids' bags. Oh my goodness. I can hear it now. Oh my goodness. Well, we know where all the good candy is. Just go to Miss Rowdy's house. Hmm. No, we need some good positive peace and that all this struggling and all this aggravation and that I do agree with her. Well, the next month is Thanksgiving. Does she do any cooking?
I don't know.
So you got any plans? Anybody got any plans for next month? Next month is Thanksgiving.
The only thing I know that we've got planned is we're gonna have like an office get together. Have everybody bring a dish.
Yeah, next month is my birthday. I cannot believe it. And I got the little basket that they set on the table for Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? I'm a turkey baby. My goodness. I'm towards the end of the year, baby.
If my husband was still here, his birthday's November 5th.
Oh my. What about Miss Rowdy? She a Thanksgiving baby. She a Thanksgiving baby.
she's a summer baby. I'm a spring baby.
Oh, you guys are lucky.
I'm the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, you get pinched.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys are lucky. I was born when it was cold. Y'all lucky. Yeah, I got a
Girl, we have no clue what happened to Morbid. We were
No.
just talking about him a minute ago.
Yeah, tell her we have no clue. I'm gonna have to email him and see what happened to him. Yeah, tell her I'm kind of curious too. I have no. All I heard is there was just a lot of controversy and arguing, and that's all that I know. But actually, what happened, I do not know. I have no
I
clue.
just know that there's like 2 or 3 people that are taking the I guess, what's the word I'm thinking of?
What?
They're taking the props for him leaving, saying that they're the reason that he left.
What?
Yeah, I heard one guy say that he ran Morbid off.
Saying that they kicked him off the panel or something? Or took his YouTube?
He ran him off of YouTube. He ran him off of YouTube.
Someone ran him off of YouTube?
Yeah.
I can't see that happening.
I can't either.
Because he started what he said he started in 2000. Let's see, YouTube started in 2006. And he said he started what in 2015, 2014? I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening. And if you go and look at some of his stuff, it'll like, wow. Have you seen some of his stories?
No,
Oh, you ought to check out his page. All you gotta do is just click on his icon and just start reading some of it, and it'll bring up his old stuff. Yeah, click on it one day.
I do remember Jimmers from Howard Stern.
Right.
So when that girl was talking about him being on Howard Stern, I do remember his character. And I thought his voice sounded familiar. I was like, oh my God, I knew I know that voice from somewhere.
It's a little chilly. I'm gonna step back in. Whew. But yeah, I went back and I was starting to read some of his stuff, and I was reading some of his stuff, and he had tons and tons of followers and stuff. I mean, he was up there, you know what I mean? He had like a big audience. It wasn't like no small audience, or you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no small audience. And she calls him Jimmer. She doesn't call him.
Yeah, Roddy, I don't know if he was on camera or not. I just remember hearing his voice.
I need to.
Yes, if he was on camera on Stern.
Yeah, and she calls him Jemmers. Yeah, she calls him Jemmers. She doesn't call him Morbid. Yeah, she calls him by his regular name. She doesn't call him Morbid. I gotta plug this computer in. Yep. Where'd you guys go? There you guys are. Yeah, she doesn't call him by his regular name at all. She calls him Jimmers. But yeah, that's what she calls him by and that and everything. I'm hoping eventually we get this StreamYard and that up and going and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll get there eventually in that. It's all good. But I know it's turned out really good so far, though. We've covered a lot of stuff and that and everything, and that I'm happy.
County girl, we're just sitting here BSing about everything.
Mm-hmm.
She asked what we're up to.
Oh, we're just covering anything and everything because I've read this, but I haven't actually figured out I have a StreamYard, but I haven't actually found out how to get everyone up on the panel yet and pull up my StreamYard yet. It's low. There's a StreamYard and it's been downloaded to my email, and we was trying to get it connected, but it keeps telling me that it's did, but I don't know. There's so much stuff to read and stuff. I'm gonna have to actually have someone to actually sit down and walk me through it. And once you walk me through it, then I'll have it. But until then, yeah, it's not working out too well for me right now. So yeah, until I can actually figure it out. But I mean, I know how to post live videos and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's the first step.
Yeah, that's the first step. Got that figured out. And I know how to do my emails and I know how to edit the videos. I know how to go back and reset them and fix them and update those. And I know how to post those. And I comment back to people when they write me. But actually getting a live stream put up and getting people up on the panel and pulling up the StreamYard part, nope, I haven't figured out that part yet. And then I've had one gentleman told me when he got a free moment, he'd walk me through it, but he's been kind of busy, so that's okay. We'll get there. All of us will get there together. So I'm not stressing. I'll get to where I need to be eventually. I just got to find me a uh, I'll think of it in a minute. More someone that's a little bit more computer genius, and I'll get there. We will get there, I promise you. I guarantee it. Like they say in that one commercial, oh, but I need the part. No, you don't. Oh, but I do. We'll get there. We will eventually get there where we need to be there, young ladies. I promise you. Positive thinking always will get you where you need to be. Negative, no, won't get you anywhere. I mean, I'm sure everybody else had problems when they were getting here and figuring it out themselves. I'm sure they didn't figure it out in one night, you know? So we'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all good, though. But yeah, we will slowly figure it out. So what has she been up to, Excitable? Anything good? Or has she just been running around on the YouTube herself like we've been running around with our heads cut off like a chicken? Yeah. Shoot, I've seen some get up here and by themselves for 8 hours with nobody in the thing and record until they get up to where they need to be because you got to have 1,000 subscribers and that for you get up to actually to your platforms where you got to be, and you got to post videos and you got to talk for so many hours before you can actually get to where you got to go. And I've got like 67 or 61 subscribers now. So I'm getting there.
Right.
I mean, before I didn't even have that. So I'm sticking with it. So I'm getting somewhere. I think where most of mine started was in Mr. Morbid's channel. Because I'm like, hey, I got a channel. He's like, what? And I said, click on my picture and you'll see. And he goes, oh, well, there it is. I was like, I told you I got a channel. I think we would have got a lot more if he would have stayed on longer than that. He did do a really good show, though. He really did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He
I know
put.
he had a good laugh in there.
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of good laughs. He made funny. Yeah, he did put on a lot of good shows and that and stuff. He really did. I was waiting for that Rumble thing.
You and me both.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been badass. I really do. I think that would have been really good right there. I really do. I think that would have turned out really nice. I really do. Because I was really looking forward to that. That would have turned out nice. Shoot, once I figure out this, shoot, we might have our own. Ah, how about that? We'll do our own. Once I figure this computer out. We'll do our own. Huh?
Rowdy wants to know if you were on the Dolly channel a long time ago.
No, I've never been on Dolly's channel ever. No. No.
I was on Dolly's channel when I first started coming around this true crime section.
Yeah.
And you was the first one I found. And I used to jump up on his channel with Paper Cut Tina and all them.
No, I've never been on Dolly's channel in my life. I used to get on some other channels, but never on his.
And then he had the ring war with Jones, and I found Justin and Queen Bee.
Right.
So then I started hanging out over at Queen Bee's up on her channel.
Yeah. No, I've never been up on Queen Bee's. Some people say I sound like her because I've got the deep voice, but no, I've never been up on Queen Bee's. Now there was a young lady that there was two queens. There's Queen Bee, and then there was another young lady that was Miss Queen too, but she changed her channel over to Shenanigans, and then she changed her channel over to the Vault, and that. And she puts up a lot of true crime. She's out of Tennessee. And not only that, she helps do a lot of true crime and stuff over there and stuff. I try to find the ones where they have like the debates and more of the ones of like where there's true crime, not too much drama, and there's not like a whole lot of fighting and art, you know what I mean, going on and stuff. I try to find that and stuff.
That's what I liked about Dolly's channel when I first started running around.
Right.
Everybody got up there and just talked and about anything.
Right. Yeah. I just try to not to find so much to where there's like so much controversy or there's a whole lot of friction, because if everyone's yelling all at once, it's like, oh my God.
Exactly.
And then, like I told you here lately, earlier when we first started, like everybody wants to dox this person or dox that person, or they want to show up at someone's house. And they want to try to bully somebody, or they want to show up with CPS, or they want to bring the cops. And it's like, whoa, hold on a minute. There's no sense of doing all that nonsense. Come on now. There's no sense in all that. You know. And then that one girl that was showing that child stuff, that was just a little bit ridiculous, you know, and have to pay for that. No. I thought that was a bit going overboard. You know, we have to.
Rowdy is asking what type of cases do you like?
True crime. Pretty much about anything and everything. Mostly, you know, I'm not really picky at all. You know, just, like I said, just as long as there's not a lot of craziness going on, you know, and that. But I also like farm animals, though, too. Those are adorable channels. But, yeah, I'm pretty easygoing. I like just about anything and everything. Yeah.
That's me. I like to watch a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I like cold cases because in that way you can sit there and try to figure it out.
Right. Yeah. Then you can try to figure them out. Yeah. Try to like figure them out before they do. It's like, wait a minute, I've got it figured out. Go back. You guys ever watch a guy by the name of Drip Drop the Circus?
Yes. Crime Circus?
Yes.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yes, he is. Excuse me. I've watched a lot of his stuff. And he's never had a panel where you go up on, you just talk a lot in his stuff. Now, I've never talked in there. Only thing I've ever is just sit back and I've watched. In that. But yeah, he's got a lot of stuff, and I've watched a lot of his stuff. And then he has a lot of live stuff that comes on there and stuff. But yeah, that's one of his channels I follow. And then they also have another morbid channel where it's true crime as well too. They have another morbid channel, and that it's true crime too. But it's in series.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yep, it's called Morbid True Crimes. Yeah, type it in up at the top. I follow that one too. And it's two ladies that come on there. It's called Morbid True Crimes. Yeah, I follow that one too. But yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the cases in that. And then I just got through watching and following the rest of the Tupac, where they just arrested the, where they was just talking over that one. And then the Joe Bonanzi, I was finishing up that case and that. And I was like, wow. Because they've been working on that case for, what, 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of those cases.
27 on Tupac.
Yeah, definitely.
I was glad to see them finally catch that guy.
Finally, yeah, I know. And then come to find out he was right underneath their nose the whole time.
Talk about hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, okay. It's like, wow. And then you got some channels out there that think they know a little way too much. And then when you fact checked it, it's like, nah. And then you got some that want to downgrade the family and that. And it's like, why torture them and aggravate them in that when it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It's like you don't live with these people, you don't know these people. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you never lived with these people. You don't know these people. So how can you rate these people? You know what I mean? It's like, nobody knows anybody. It's like you don't know why they did it to this person. We don't know why anyone does what they do to these people. It's like, okay.
Okay, hold that thought. Rowdy knows Shorty can't see the chat. I'm sorry.
What happened?
We haven't figured that part out.
What is it?
She can't see the chat.
No.
She asked if you can see her.
No. Yeah, tell her we haven't figured out that part yet. But tell her I'm giving her a big old wave.
It is a three-way.
It's a big old three-way. We'll figure it out. I mean, if I have to email the YouTube, because it popped up a question thing if I was having any problems, but for some reason, I may just have to take it to one of my friends and be like, hey, walk me through this and see what I'm doing wrong. And we may just have to do a run through and that. And just do like.
There's down to a way that you can see the chat.
Mm-hmm. Like use our phone and then figure out what we're doing wrong. Yeah. Because you said it says that it wasn't showing up that it's showing that I wasn't connected.
Yeah, and then you got it connected.
Because is it showing that the StreamYard's connected now?
Yeah.
See, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why it's showing that it shows that I have a StreamYard, but it's not showing me here. I don't understand. because it's showing that there's a pin, like one of those things that you pin. It's pop out dashboard. Now watch me figure it out, and this is like almost over. This doesn't make any sense. And this is profile 1, and this is the studio, and it says connected. Okay, what is this?
Rowdy said that it says notifications are turned off and content is for kids.
It's turned off again?
Yeah, and content is for kids.
Y'all can make comments?
Yeah, but the notifications are turned off.
Oh my goodness. So it's off again?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So before she can make a comment, now she can't.
So she can still make a comment. It's just that nobody's getting notified that we're on, I think.
Oh, okay.
Notifications are being sent through YouTube.
Wow. This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. So my notification is on. It shows that 12 viewers is seen this. 3 viewers, and then there's only 1 chat. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's showing 3 people in here.
Yeah.
3 people in the live chat.
Yes.
But Rowdy's the only one chatting.
Right. I don't know what's going on, ladies. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Cause it says here that the StreamYard is, now see, it's stating here on my end, it's saying that the StreamYard is connected. It says right here, StreamYard is connected.
Well, yeah, Rowdy says keep working on it. It's in your YouTube settings.
Right. I'm going to have to go back to my YouTube settings. Because see, when he connected it, it stated that my YouTube had to be connected to my it had to be connected to your Gmail. We connected that. And then it stated that we had to open up everything, and everything was open. And then when I got on with you, it stated that everything was open. And then it stated to go to the live and click the live. And then up at the top, it had one of those little pen things. And click on that. And I thought that was it. And now here we are. Well, it doesn't work that way, does it? No. No. But then it's got an edit button on the right, which is y'all's, my right. Yeah. Yeah, because there's an edit button over here. Yeah, and that just takes me back to my show. Yeah, and that just takes me back to my description, and that's it. Yep. That's the only part that it takes me back to. Like, it takes me back to what I'm supposed to type and whatever else. So I don't know. And then on the left, it takes me back to pop out my dashboard. And that's it. So, and then this says the stream yard. And this is saying the studio for the YouTube. So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. It's all good.
Yeah.
But at least we got a little bit of a run, though, to see what we're missing, though. We're just missing the actual part where I need to be able to see everyone and then try to bring people up on panel is what I'm missing.
That's where we need more of it. Or somebody
Right.
that does live streams that could walk us through it.
Mm-hmm. Right. I know, there's something that we're missing. And my luck is probably just one or two things that we're missing.
Oh, yeah. One of those clickable things we should have put that didn't click.
All right. It's probably just something we're missing. Hmm. Because I'm trying to see settings, payment information. No, that's not what we need. So go back. Okay, so no, that's not what we need. I don't know what we're missing. I really don't. I don't know, honestly and truthful. Like you said, it's probably something simple, and it's probably just one of those like that.
Exactly. He said this is run like a secret society.
Right? Well, not too many people would probably get up and run it like this, but I'm not shy. Hey, at least I tried it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I was brave. I got up here and I did it. Yes, we can. Shorty, the builder.
Yeah, see, when you have 50,000 subs and you start talking about your first live stream, you can go, oh my God, this is what happened my first live stream.
Yeah, we can go back on this and laugh about this.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh my goodness. They probably thought I was Beetlejuice today, but I'm Hello Kitty, not Beetlejuice. Trying to find my little jacket I had on, but I guess I'll just take another jacket. I was a little chilly. Oh, I was sitting on it. Well, maybe if my butt was a little bit bigger. I think my butt's getting big. I know. I was sitting on it. I was a little chilly, and I was like, well, oh, good gracious. I was going to smoke one more cigarette because my 2 hour mark will be up here soon, and it'll probably boot me out, probably, knowing my luck. Because the plan that I'm on, it's the 2 hour one to go live. And but it's all gravy because I want to do this one, and then after I figure out the other what I did wrong, and I find talk to my son, maybe he can figure it out maybe this weekend, and we can try to get up there this weekend and actually do it correctly. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Because, like I said, if someone just shows me how to do it, then I'll be fine. But it's actually getting to that part. I'm not going to give up. I'm not a quitter. Woohoo! Boy, it did drop down chilly, didn't it? What in the world? Woohoo! Oh, that light. I'm trying to get away from that light. There we go. There we go. Seems like it's like blinding me. Blinded by the light. So what else do you guys want to debate on? Anything else? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Are you still there, young lady?
Yeah, I'd like to get a cigarette.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm smoking a cigarette. Shoot, it's only 10:03 to be exact. Oh.
No, it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. We're an hour's difference. It's all gravy. And as the world turns, and as the world just turns on around.
Not yet, but I need to drink my NyQuil. Let me tell you, I've been living on that shit for a week now.
Have you got some of that one Alka-Seltzer? Oh, what's it called? It's it's the well, I know they got the nighttime, then they got the daytime. Oh, I was listening to the 911 thing the other night, and this guy said he took some Cortinas and went to bed. And he called the 911 operator. And he said when he woke up that his woman was gone and she was lacerated 123 times. Now, who does that? Come on now.
Let me tell you, that is weird.
Weird ain't even the question.
Isn't that the guy that took the Ambien or something like that?
Yeah. Well, no, it was Corsican.
Okay.
Yes. That's what he told them that he took. He said he took too much of that. And he woke up in that and he was hallucinating. Come on. Yeah. Tell somebody else something. And they did a psych evaluation and that and everything, and they called the pharmacists and different things, and they said he hadn't had enough of it in for him to hallucinate. Try again, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, try again. Like, no, buddy. No. Not only that, the family had suspicions about him anyway, because some of the things that he was telling was a fib. It wasn't the actual truth. Blah, 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 whatever else. His parents had passed away and his stories wasn't conflicting. Plus, he was having an affair and all kinds of things. And what, yeah, things just, things was not matching up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. It's like, look, if things wasn't going right in the marriage and she already had plans to leave him and she found out about the affair, she was getting ready to leave him the next day. No, girl. Soon as I would have found out about the affair, I'd have kept my mouth shut and been like, oh yeah, dear, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And I'd have been like chicka womp bounce bounce. And I wouldn't have said nothing to nobody. Yeah. You don't tell somebody you're leaving. You just bounce.
Exactly.
You don't say nothing. You don't need your shit. It ain't like you can't get clothes and start all over again. Change your identity. Hair color changes.
Right. That's like when I left my husband, I packed my backpack and started out the door. And I let him know I was leaving. I said, he
Like,
told me to make my choice. I made my choice.
like, see
So,
ya.
have a good,
Like,
have a good
bye.
life.
Like, see you, bye. I can start a new life. I mean, check this out. And this is my old saying, and I've said this for years. Men come dime a dozen, just the same as you have plenty of dimes in your pocket. And men always say there's plenty of fish in the sea, just like there is with women, right? There's more women on this earth than there are men, right? So, I'd rather stay single than deal with any man's bullshit any day of the week. And I just got out of a 10-year marriage. No, I'm good. No. Mm-mm. No. No. That's like I
That's
just...
me. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
I left him at our 25-year mark, and then he passed away at our 30-year mark.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I told the kids, I said, yeah, well, because he told me when I left and I asked him for a divorce, he said, the only way you're getting a divorce is if one of us dies.
Or over my dead body. They always say that you ain't getting one over my dead body.
And I said, okay, whatever. So when he passed away, my kids thought I was cold because when we went to look at his body and say goodbye,
Right.
I said, thank you. I said, thank you for the divorce.
Well, my first one was a lot blizzard, which you can figure that out. He was a truck driver. And
Yeah.
the first 5 years were great. He was wonderful, sweet, blah, blah, blah. Then he started working these longer hours, blah, blah, blah. I was taking care of the kids, plus, about 50, 60 of the neighborhood kids. They were coming over, they were hanging out, and blah, blah, blah. And there was family right there. And everyone's like, aren't you lonely? No. I've got the farm, I've got the kids, and I'm working. I'm fine. And then when he come home, all hell broke loose. And when you're wearing long sleeves in the summertime, things have got to change.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. And, then when this girl made a statement, about this and about that, I'm like, I'm not going to live like, no, I don't have to live like this. No, I don't have to be put through this kind of, no. Nope. I promised I wouldn't live like this, and my children don't need to put up with this nonsense. We're much better than this. So I'm like, look, I'm not doing this because I know what you're doing. Oh, no, it ain't, no. And they always say the one that says it is the accuser. How am I cheating when I'm at home taking care of our children? I'm working and taking care of the farm and delivering, calves, and I'm working on the farm. Who has time? Who would want to? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm busy working, I sure don't need a man crawling up on top of me and all that when I'm working. And no.
Exactly.
And then I've got women calling and breathing into the phone. No. So I got divorced, and then I never dreamed. 10 years I was single. Went out on one date, on a dinner date, went and watched movies and that, and everyone's like, oh, we know that ain't true. Really? You can watch movies and not have anything to happen. Come on. And then you got some men saying, oh, well, do you honestly expect me to believe that? I don't give two shits in a rat monkey butt if you believe it or not.
Right.
You know? And then you get the ones in that, well, how can you be friends with guys? Same way you can be friends with a female? Duh.
Exactly.
I mean, you can be friends with anyone and everyone. As long as you come home to me and we go out, we do things. I mean, there's got to be some kind of trust. You know what I mean? You got to have some kind of trust, and you got to, be able to trust that person.
Exactly.
Then I wound up getting married the second time. Everyone said, well, I thought you weren't going to do it again. I'm like, oh, well. And then things happened there, and then I got divorced, and now it's just me, myself, and I. So I take care of me, myself, and I.
Exactly. That's me.
Now I'm getting ready to take care of my arm, and yeah, and I need to take a vacation. I want to go to Disney World. And as soon as this arm's fixed and I know that it's ready, I'm gonna hit me some roller coasters and I'm gonna say, yeehaw! I love roller coasters. Oh my god, do I love them. And I want to find and I want to find someone that wants to ride with me. I love roller coasters. I want to go. I want to have a blast.
I don't think I could handle Disney World anymore. I do good to walk through the house. I don't think I could walk all over the place like that.
Get you some Motrin. Say, let's go. Get us one of them hover rounds and say, I'll meet you in Canada. Or the Niagara Falls. We're in Niagara Falls. We have martinis. Anyone want to join?
Oh, Rowdy, me too, girl. Rowdy says 36 years yesterday, and she hasn't lived with her husband for 6.
Damn, go girl.
And then she says, I wish I met you girls sooner.
Well, now you know us.
Exactly. Now you just need to meet up.
Tell her she can find me on Facebook. You can find me just the same as this. Find this face. But it's not just you have her as a friend?
No, But you can find me on Facebook, like, through my name.
Yeah, tell her she can find you and then she can find me. There you go. Tell her that one. Oh, she probably heard me. I keep forgetting she's in here. Just tell her to find us on Facebook.
Okay.
And now she knows us. Welcome, young lady.
And it's my mom's picture is my profile picture.
And you can't miss this face.
My mom has been passed away 38 years today.
And I never did get to meet my mom. She passed away in 2014. She's been gone 9 years.
I was 18 when my mom passed away.
I always wanted a mom, but I never got that chance. I always wanted to hug and kiss my mom. And I look just like my mom. Matter of fact, if you check it out on Facebook, you'll see. I'm feisty and I'm ornery just like my mom. And I never give up.
Rowdy's name is Miriam.
Go ahead and talk for a
Miriam.
second. I got something to read you guys. Listen to this. Hold on. Go ahead and keep talking.
Okay.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. This letter was written had to wet my whistle. Okay. If it doesn't shut us off, it should still let me talk, I'm hoping. Okay. When I first met my family and that, this was written to me on 8/7/2022. Now, a friend of mine on YouTube, when I first started doing the true crime and that, I got into this group. And her name is Tracy. I can't tell you the last name because she goes around YouTube and she does some of the group things in that. But you guys will figure her out eventually as time goes on. She's the one that got my kit and she's the one that helped me find my family in that. She's the one that sent the kit to my home. It's called the Ancestry 23andMe. I didn't know anything about trying to find a family when I was trying to find my family because when I was looking, all these doors kept closing. Now, is the young lady still in here? Is she still in here?
Rowdy, yeah.
Okay, Miss Rowdy, listen to this. It says, okay, my sister wrote this. This is when we first met back on 8/7/2022. And she took me back to Alabama. It says, My Michelle, do not for 1 second ever think that you were never unloved or ever unwanted. Our mother did everything she could to try to get you back. It wasn't she sacrificed everything. She was unwed, poured with a toddler. No real family. She stretched and trying to support us. She did the only thing she ever knew was to run. She took me and she stretched for another life and she searched for another life, a better life than she had. She grew up looking for you in all the different foster homes and looked and was looking for love and for a family to belong to. She kept in touch with her siblings and her mother. Then one day she found a man willing to, at the age of 19 years old, to love her and take on the responsibility, and not only, but a family man. Our life was never perfect or strong. It wasn't easy, but they made it work. She had found her forever and friends. We moved around a lot. She had a few jobs. Then she got hurt at work and started getting surgeries on her back, her knees, her hips. Later, then she took herself and had the genital bone disease. Eventually, she was confined. Our mother would never be confined. She was feisty and fought. She kept on moving and walked right up until the very end. I believe she helped raise so many other people and children because of the whole life that she had in her heart and the whole heart that she was there because of what happened to you. Please never forget her. For please forgive her for everything that has felt that she has did or didn't do. She loved you. She loved us. I love you. And then it had my sister's name and stuff. But the point of the whole moral of the story is that I was kidnapped 50 years ago. I was the sister that was kidnapped. I was the child that was kidnapped. My sister was taken over to my aunt's house. I was kidnapped. My dad and my grandpa was a crooked cop. My mom and my dad got into it. She went into surgery. I was kidnapped. I was here in the United States. I was taken to New Zealand. I was left in an orphanage. Excuse me. I was left there to die. The woman lost her funds. They came downstairs. They found a child that was weeping, which that was me. They said, "We have to do something with this child." And that's when grandpa got back involved and he's like, "No, no, 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 no. I'll take care of this," because eventually it was going to get into the news and that. So he gets me in that. He brings me back here to the United States. And then the next thing I know, I'm in more orphanages and that, more foster homes. Then I was placed into a foster home and I was left there. Long story short, my mom and them looked for me for 27 years. My records were locked, sealed, and filed. So finally, this young lady helped me finally do this kit. My mom in 1980 went on the Ancestry, filled this out. So whenever I did a DNA, I could find my real family. They are my right, real biological family. So when I went there, they told me everything, how mom and him, they didn't want to separate, but that's how the separation happened. He got into drinking, got into other stuff, and there's some other things I can't say on here because I don't know how much quote you're allowed to say on here for, they do something to your channel, which I don't want no problems. But long story short, there were some other issues, and here I am. And I didn't get to meet my mom. But anyway, I just recently found out. I was told that my dad was deceased, and he's not deceased. He is officially alive. He's hidden in Florida and he does not want to be bothered. But I got wind from another family member that he would like to see me, but he's kind of nervous because he doesn't know what I'll say to him. Which, for one, I have a lot to say to him because I'm hurt because of the simple fact is, why was I the child that was taken away and was robbed of all of them years? You can't get back the years that were taken. Once they're gone, they're gone. My mom's gone. You know, if that makes
Right.
any legit sense.
No, it does. And that's probably what he's afraid of. Because he probably can't answer any of those questions.
Exactly. You know, my mom's gone. She can't answer none of those questions. And, you know, there was an argument 2 months ago between me and my sister. And I said, look, you got the red carpet laid out. You got both rows of two dads and mom. You know,
Right.
I'm not mad at her. It's just that I'm hurt.
Exactly.
And I don't think she quite
And you have
understands.
every right to be. I mean, damn, you were fucking shipped over to the other side of the world.
Right. And then I found out that I have two, not one, but two socials. And just here recently, for the last 5 days, my stuff was locked, sealed, and filed to where I couldn't use no cards, no nothing, couldn't get no money, couldn't access nothing. Yeah.
Oh, damn, girl.
And I did not want to pick up the phone and say, hey, can I borrow 5? Can I borrow 10? Because I'm not that kind of person. I've
Right.
always stood on my own. Yeah. And come to find out, it wasn't somebody frauding me. It was me frauding my own self. You want to know why? Because of the simple fact that I've traveled around to this town and this state and that state because of the social security number I have. And it's been reported. Social Security knows because I went straight there as soon as I found out, what's going on in my life. Because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Why do I have two? But they've known since day one because everybody's is like 259, 261, 258, 261. And I've got this, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, whoa, this is like outside of America. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wait,
Right.
what's going on here? There's something wrong. And they're like, well, this is what's going on. And this is why. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. So that's why I was like, something needs to be done. And they're like, we're investigating it. So I've had to talk to 2 different fraud places, and they're like, it's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not okay. We need to fix this. And they're like, calm down. And I'm like, you calm down. You go 5 days with no money and tell me how you feel.
Right.
And they're like, did you borrow money from someone? I said, no. I stayed here for 5 days and I waited patiently. I was pretty upset, but I got through it and I'm still standing.
Exactly.
Shorty wasn't the happiest person, but I am still standing and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Because I usually I just don't ask. If I ask, it'd probably be like $1 or $2. That's about it. And it's like, we gotta fix this problem. Yeah. It's like, can we fix this? Like Bob the Builder says, can we fix it? Yes, we can. But what kills me is that some people's like, I've heard this story. Nope. It's been on the news. Nope. Oh, yes. Nope, it hasn't. They're like, how do you know you've been kidnapped? My family's told me about it. Are you sure? Yes. And then I found out that I got Viking in our family, and they're like, "Are you sure?" No, I'm just a liar.
No, I just bring up random Vikings, you know.
No, I'm just an idiot. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty cool. So that's where the stubbornness comes from. It's where the honest comes from. Not giving up, still pushing, still going, and I'm bounded and I'll try just about anything.
Right.
And I love to try any type of different meals you got. I don't like okra or squash. Blah. No, because I was in the hospital somewhere for a week. Ugh. No, 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 no. Take that. No. Take it on somewhere. No. And I love to make homemade pumpkin pies. Oh, girl. Like the stuff out of the pumpkin. I'll take it, boil it down, put it in containers, freeze it. And I love to make homemade pumpkin pies. I used to sell them back in the day for $5 a pop. Like boom, boom, boom. And people's been complaining. They're like, "Shorty, you're not cooking anymore." It's like, who has time? Shit, I've been all over the world. It's like I've been here, I've been there, and I've been here, and then I've been on a journey, and then I was gonna lose my elbow, and it's kind of hard to cook when you only got one arm.
Yeah, it is. Tell me about it. I can't use a fucking can opener. It drives me up the wall. My son has to get those full top lids.
Right?
If it doesn't have a full top lid, I can't cook it.
It's like I'm ambidextrous. I can use both hands, but they asked me.
You've only got one hand to use. It's hard to do.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I'm going to town, and they're like, doctors is like, well, which hand do you use the most? And it's like, well, I use both, but I don't know, I can't really see. And I said, by the time I get done getting this one done, by the time this one gets fixed, this one's gonna be worn out, and you guys are gonna have to fix the left. And they're like, one step at a time. I was like, you think?
Right. That's like when I had the stroke and my left arm went paralyzed. They were like, are you left-handed or right-handed? And I said, well, fortunately, I'm right-handed. So that was a good thing. I can still write and I can still smoke a cigarette and all that good stuff.
Did she finally send the friend request? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. I just got it. Tell her thank you so much. I just accepted it. Ha ha. Welcome to the
You
group.
can tell her, girl, she's watching too.
Okay. Thank you. And she's like, I wished I would have met you guys back then. Well, now you know it's now, young lady.
Right.
She's probably thinking, where's she getting this young lady at? Well, you're a young lady in my book. No one's old. We might feel
what happened to your elbow?
we might feel old at times, but we're not old right now. She's probably thinking this girl's a character and a half.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't know what happened to your elbow.
Oh, by the way, the elbow, I got bit by a spider and I lost my elbow. So I'm waiting for a new elbow. It's gone. There's no elbow. It has a mind of its own. There's no elbow. It flops.
She says she's older than I am.
Oh, she's young. She's 25.
She's got to be, because there ain't nobody older than 57.
If she's not 80, she's not old.
Right.
There, see? That's why I said young lady. See, I'm young. Not young, but if I told her my age, she'd be like, "No way, Olivele, how you doing?" When people watch this video, they're gonna be like, "What a nut!" It's okay. At least, hey, it comes natural. Tell me something I don't know. Oh, tell me something I don't already know. Yeah, but a wolf spider bit me. They thought it was a brown recluse, but they didn't think it was because I didn't have like any flesh gone, but I had a big white spot like right here in the middle, which you can still yow. It has its moments. See the big scar? It goes from here all well, actually, the scar originally started from here to there because I was in a car wreck. I was hit by a drunk driver and it got caught in between a tree and a door, and the bone was sticking out. And all I did was just push the other bone over and I pulled it out. And and I just had a little scar. Well, then later on, they put a bone graft in there and they just put 2 plates. Well, then later on, we started having problems and and I started working and doing nursing, and you know what happens over the years. Well, we put a total elbow in and did this and did that, whatever else. And then I went out there, and right in the middle here, I had a big white spot and it just started swelling out and it got real big. And next thing I know, my face broke out and I got real sick. And the guy kept saying, "Oh, it rejected, it rejected." And I was like, "Listen here, buddy. If an elbow is going to reject, it's going to reject within 24 to 48 hours. So what kind of crack are you smoking? Come on. I ain't stupid." He goes, "Well, you seem like you know your stuff." And I said, "You're dealing with a nurse. I'm not stupid." Well, my sister's sitting there and we're communicating. She said, "Could you fill me in of what's going on?" I said, "Hold on, I'll tell you in 2 minutes." And we're going back and forth. And I said, "Look, get me a surgeon down here, get somebody down here and take x-rays. I want blood work. I want a CBC. I want this. I want that." And he's like, "Okay." And I said, "And by the way, get me out of this hallway." Because they had me in a hallway and people were running back and forth. And here I am, I'm vomiting everywhere and I've got a fever. And I don't know what these other people's got. And if you know what I'm saying, and they have to access my port. Well, technically, you can't access someone's port with all these people running around. Because if they've got something, if someone sneezes and I get something, guess what happens? I'm gonna get sick. And she goes, "Oh, well, you're going to be fine." I said, "Put me in a room and gown yourself." And she said, "Okay, okay." I said, "There's not going to be no okay. You put me in a room or you're not accessing my port because I've had a port since I was 17 years old." I said, "You're not touching me until you put me in a room." I said, "This is sterile. You've got a sterile and all that." I said, Do you not know what you're doing?" I said, "If you don't know what you're doing, we'll go to another hospital or I'll do this myself." "Oh, no, you can't do that yourself." I said, "You want to make a bet?" I said, "I'll do my own port. Thank you very much." So anyway, they move me into another room. Next thing I know, this other lady comes in. She says, "Is there a problem?" I'm the supervisor. And I said, "I don't know what kind of hospital you're running here. If you got leave it to beavers, or you've got wild bunch of monkeys running this place, but I'd rather have a monkey putting an IV in me or a port in me or accessing my port, but I don't know what you got running around here." But some lady wanted to access my port out in the hallway with all these people running around. "No, we're not going to have that." "Well, we're a little busy and we're a little short staffed." I don't care if you're short staffed. That's not my problem. Not my problem. But I had strep A, and it was in my bones, and this bone from where the spider bit me. Yeah. I said, "Well, yeah, yeah." And then I had to go to the hospital for 7 days a week for 2 hours every day for 7 weeks to have over $2,000 worth of antibiotics put in for 2 hours a day for 7 weeks. If not, they could have possibly amputated my arm or I possibly could have died. That's how dangerous it was because of the spider bite.
That's
So,
what they told me about my knee.
huh?
About 12 years ago, I got staph on my knee, and it turned into MRSA.
Oh, goodness.
And they said, we might have to amputate it. And I was like, well, take it off. I'm tired of this shit. It hurt.
Right,
Then I had to learn how to re-walk.
right.
But that's all better now. I mean, you know,
Right.
now I just need to get my left hand to working so I can do shit with 2 hands instead of 1.
Well, that's like I was pretty excited though when he told me that, we're going to do the CT scan and put the antibiotics in again. Well, they're going to cut it open and put the antibiotic balls in and stuff like that and do the antibiotics therapy. And then if everything goes well, because he still feels that there's still some infection in there. It's just his precaution just to make sure. And he's going to see how much arthritis is in there because he's kind of surprised that I've never gone to physical therapy with this arm. I've done my own physical therapy. And he's surprised that I can move it as much as I can. Yeah, it's got his twitching, it's got his jerking, because there is a lot of damage in there. And he's pretty shocked because most people aren't able to move their arm as much as I can. And I mean, I don't do too bad with it. I mean, it has his, you can ask anyone here. I have my moment. I mean, I can move it, but it's to a certain, what I'm saying is to a certain degree. And they're like, wow, she does pretty good with it. But as soon as I had surgery, my sister brought me a therapy ball. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, physical therapy. What are you doing?
Right.
That's what happened.
I gotta work for that. I tried squeezing up.
That's what happens when you know a lot of nursing and physical therapy.
So I'm happy that I can open and close my hand. I just can't move anything with it.
Right.
And it sucks. So I want to hold on to something and I'll forget and I'll hold.
Yeah, mine is. It's like when I go to get something, I'll hold it and it'll be like, "Do you have it?" And it's like, and I want to let go too soon. It's like, oh, there it went.
Well, I thought I had it.
Yeah, I thought I
know, girl.
It's like, wait a minute, I think I had it. Whoops, no, it's gone. And it's like, whoops. No, I'm getting pretty excited. I mean, I'm a little like, because it's been 7 months. But like he said, they should have taken care of it much sooner because he's like my 7th surgeon I've already done seen. Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing, at your year mark in February, you'll have a new elbow.
I'm hoping before the new year, before 2024.
That would be fucking awesome.
Need to have a party.
Hell yeah.
That would be nice. Oh, good gracious. We need to have a party. And see, with me being a dwarf, that doesn't help, though. Us little people, it's like, wait a minute. Because he asked me, he says, you're kind of small. And I'm like, well, Let me explain just a little. I have the rickets of the Gentile of the dwarfism type 2. Yeah, I found out that some of my family members, and that I started out at 3 foot, and then I got the hormone shots, and the doctor says, "Well, you're at 3 foot. Would you like to go a little bit higher?" And I'm like, "Well, sure." So we made it to 4 foot, and the medicine eventually stopped working. So we just said, "We're done. Now I'm shrinking." It's like the incredible shrinking woman. It's like, wait a minute, where did she go? Oh, there she is.
Right.
It's like I know she's around here somewhere. Hmm.
My mom wasn't much taller than me. She was 14. So
Hmm. Oh, goodness. That's crazy. How tall was she?
she was 4'10".
Oh, goodness. See, everybody's taller than I am. I always have to look up to everybody or stand back like, hey. Or I always get the Jolly Green Giants, like, ho, ho, ho. Or get the Mr. Clean. I always have nicknames for him, Mr. Clean, or, different names for him. Like, hey, how's the air up there? They're like, oh no, how's the air down there? It's like,
That's what my mom always said to everybody. She was like, how's the weather up there?
yeah.
Not much different from down there.
No, it's not much different. The tall people are always really good because they can reach everything for me, and I don't have to climb or jump or, get my stool, and they have to get everything. Right? Yeah, they have to get everything from.
Ronnie says that she liked it more because she was Michelle.
What is it?
She said that she liked it more because she was Michelle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, or he'd always sometimes call me the dwarf. It's the dwarf, and I'm like, oh gosh. And then sometimes he'd call me Michelle, and it's like, oh boy, that means I'm in trouble. That's usually if you call it, yeah. If I hear my full name Michelle, that means I'm in trouble. Yeah, we're gonna have to email him and check on him, see how he's doing, because I'm kind of wondering about him. Because I'm kind of.
Yeah, I've been wondering about it too. I miss him a whole lot.
I do. Y'all need to email him, see how he's doing. Yeah.
I will definitely. I only know him tonight as sunshine.
Yeah, we might need to all of us need to email him. He'd be like, oh my God, I just had 3 hot ladies to email me. He won't know how to act. He'd be like, damn, what's going on? Yeah. He'd be like, what the hell? Well, there's my breakfast. I didn't even eat it. And it was a donut. Whoops, I'll eat it tomorrow. I'm getting real bad by not eating. I've already lost 20 pounds. And it's not like it's like a habit. Isn't that awful? You always say you don't want to lose weight. Then all of a sudden, whoop, there goes the weight. I'm bad, ain't I? Oh, well. It happens. I've been losing weight like left and right. And it's not like it's intentional. It's not like it's, what I'm saying? It's not like you do it intentionally, because They asked me the other day, I've gone to, last week I went to the doctor's because I told you about what was going on with the one side of me there where I had to get smashed. Oh boy. Oh, and that was benign, by the way. There are 2 cysts, and those are benign, by the way.
Well, that's good.
Yes. And the lady says, "You just dropped 3 more pounds." I was like, but I was just in on Monday, and then I went back on Tuesday, and she said you lost 3 pounds. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I was just in here on Monday, and then Tuesday I went back in and lost 3 pounds. She said, "Could I ask what you're doing?" And I said, "Well, the only thing I had for breakfast was just toast with peanut butter and apples. That's it." And she goes, "Do you do that often?" And I said, "Well, I have my morning meds and I have toast with peanut butter with apples." And then she said, "Well, what do you have for lunch?" I said, "A half of a sandwich, mustard, and, maybe a half of a sandwich with maybe a handful of chips." And she said, "What do you have for dinner?" And I said, "Just a sensible dinner." And she said, "I think I'm going to try your diet." And she said, "I'm gonna see if that works for me." And I was like, "Well, I have Crohn's. So, you know what happens when you have Crohn's, right?" She goes, "Oh, well then never mind." Good gracious. I was like, yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Oh, another story. If anybody knows what Crohn's is. Oh, good gracious. Well, it actually let me stay on. I've been on for 2 hours and 33 minutes. That's not bad. Because at first, yeah. Because it's almost, let's see. It's 10:52 my time. And you said it was 9 your time?
Yeah, 9:52 my time.
Okay. Just making sure. You let me know if you're ready to go to bed or anything, because I know you have to work in that, young lady.
I'll probably be off tomorrow.
You probably will be off?
Yeah.
Sure. Because I don't want to hold you up, because I know you haven't been feeling well in that and everything. So I was just doing, this to see if I could get a StreamYard going. I didn't know it'd be this crazy. Oh, good gracious. Oh. But it's not bad for the 2 hours that we've been on here, though. Almost
I know, right?
2.5 hours. And I think we've all 3 done very well. I think we've done pretty good. I mean, eventually, once I get more of the, the hang of it and that and everything and stuff.
It shows 3 people in the chat.
Huh?
So far, only me and Maddie were the only one talking.
Right. I think we've all 3 done really well. I mean, we've hit a lot of subjects.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy. I just got to get more of a rundown of this. Yay! But why don't you get you some rest? And Mrs. Hoover, thank you for joining. And I will catch you more on Facebook. And thank you for joining. And once I get more of the hang of it, and like I said, I want to do this again. And I'm going to find someone to walk me through this and figure out more of this, because this has been a really fun night. And I hope we've all had a good night. What do you think? For 2.5 hours. We've covered a lot.
Really good.
So you guys want to do this again?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and don't hang up, but I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you. God bless everyone around the world, wherever you are. Stay safe, be sweet. And if you can help, someone, try to help someone.